Good morning to everybody that took the opportunity to get up this morning and let's get this day started with you know who's here, you know what we all about, you know what we get ready to do, you know where we heading to, you know where we started at. And so today I want to embrace you to get this um, day, this morning, this possibility alive. And let's work on some areas on let's build wealth. I'm hoping that you take an opportunity to air this program, share it with somebody, let them know that Wayne Foster is on the air and we are here to build wealth. How do we start building wealth? How do we start engaging in things that we're in today? So many things that's happening around us that's causing people to jump into real estate, jumping into investing, jumping into things that are part of our life that, a lot of things take place, but you got to keep moving. You can't stop. You can't give up. You can't wait on the next person to give you what you want. You got to really go out here. And as they always say, you got to go out here and grind. You got to go out here and put this thing together. We have been doing that for the last couple of months. We have been grinding. We have been working. Man, it's been some awesome and some very powerful things that's going on right now that I'm grateful to be a part of. I'm grateful that people are coming and want to be a part of what we have started and the adventure that have took place and many things that we're doing. And so we come on this Tuesday, always let you know that it's time to build wealth. It's time to understand wealth. It's time to understand, leave a legacy for your children. It's time to get out there and let's get the grind. Let's get the let's get it going. Let's get it started. Let's get it uh, moving. Things will never happen until you take over that solution and that problem or that situation and make the thing start happening. And so I'm here. Um, so many things that we can get into, get you the information, get you started, get you motivated, get you um, to do so much things that you can't imagine uh, what's going on right now, what's happening in our life, what's happening in the market, what's taking place, what people are getting in, what people are getting out of, what people are scared of. So many things that we can talk about today that that are happening, in this time that we're in now, in this world. We very couple months ago we was in a great market, great hit. The interest rate was right where everybody wanted them at. What's good for us because we are got homes out there and we're trying to sell, and we wanted to get them in the market. We want to give them for a nice home for people to live in, to raise the family, and begin to build life. So we say to you today, this is opportunity to get in the mood of changing your life. And changing your life, you got to do some things that we don't like to do. We don't like to, we want everything to come easy. Sometimes we want things to come the way we want to. Sometimes we want everything to fall in place and things to, start happening the way we want it to happen. But I promise you, life is not like that. You got to make something, create, and bring something within and bring it out. And within you, and people don't see what's in you, then we are in the areas that people don't know what can really change your situation. What can change your plan? and where you're heading to make something great for you and your future. We're not going to look at today's things that we're doing to uh, not to change to where we're going. And so what we've got to do is we have to really take this opportunity, this moment that we're in, and begin to keep changing your surroundings. And how do you change them surroundings? You have to partner with the right people. You got to be mentored with the right person. You got to understand how to, leverage different areas and part of your life to put you in a situation that will create your wealth. You know, wealth is generated from um, you put something, whether it be a plan, where you put a business, where you invest your money into something. Um, it happens over time, over days. That's how wealth comes. Um, Wealth is not something that you may purchase or hitting the lottery. That's not wealth. You know, you got a big say you get a big check and to the uh, playing the lottery, you made, let's say you made $500,000 on that one ticket that you invested 5, 10, $20. The investment was what you bought the ticket. What created the wealth is when you won that ticket and you got that big lump sum. But to keep the generation wealth coming, you got to invest that million into something. You just can't take that one or take that $500,000 and say, you know what, I'm gonna live off this the rest of my life. Okay, now in this day and time, if you would take that million and try to live off of it for the rest of your life, and you still in your 20s, you still in your 50s, you still in your 60s, will allow it to live at least past, 70. That's just part of the, um, if a man healthy, if a woman healthy, they do everything, you can live a past those, at least 70. All right, let's say we're gonna say a comfortable 70. You can live. Okay, and if you have no retirement, you put your money in no hedge fund. You just put your money, you know, in the box in your house and say, okay, when I turn 70, I'm gonna take the $500,000 and I'm gonna live off of it. Well, how do you tell us that? Is that you, if you're 20 now, you're not gonna touch it until you get 70. Okay, what's in that box is 50,000, $500,000. So the time you was, say you won that ticket at 30, you received your million, $500,000. All right, and you received it and you kept it in a box because you said, almost, this is gonna be my inheritance. This is gonna be my retirement, and I'm not gonna use this money until I turn 70. How much more money did you create from that $500,000 that you made when you was 30, and you put it in the box to save until you get 70? Because we say 70. We're gonna live in our best years. You know what I mean? I don't work until I got 70. I'm gonna sit back and some scores that we that if you study the Bible, you look at how long a man should live on earth, and he typically can live according to about 7+ years, which after that is called then a grace. He can live under the grace terms for until he gets 100. Well, the Bible gives us even more uh, promise than that. Man could live over 100 years uh, upon on only off the promise that God made with a man. I mean, he gave him ability to induce, ability to live, ability to create. You know what I mean? Ability to take care of his family for the rest of his life, and he shall live on earth forever. Well, that was a covenant broke. That means there was agreement broke. There was a breach in the contract. It was broke. Anytime you get a contract or breach the contract and the contract breaks, then there's no more uh, will or there's no more agreement established. So, and I'm gonna share it with you so you can catch this today. Like when we building wealth, when we building what we want for long term return on what we invested in, the end result is making money now, some as you go along of your life, and at the end of that 70 years. So it can keep uh, adding, it can keep uh, giving, it can keep receiving, it can keep giving from day in to day out. So let's go back. So we won the ticket for a $500,000. We're gonna put it in the box. We're not gonna mess with this until we turn 7. Question to you early: how much more money that you gonna make from that $500,000 that you put in the box that you paid $20 for the ticket, or paid 30 or 100 for the ticket, and you won a $500,000, and you're gonna put that million into a box, put it in your house, and leave it there until you remember you 30. Now you're gonna save it until you get 70. So let's look at these numbers. Because you watch me, you know my key is numbers make sense. If you put the right number in, it's gonna give you the results you want. Put the number in wrong, you're gonna get the wrong results. You put the number in right, then it's gonna give you the right answer you're looking for. So if I want to invest and I say I need to live off for the rest of my life, paying my bills, living a comfortable life, you know, a person has to have in their savings a decent person to live off of it. We all make about $20,000 to $50,000 a year. That's a low. You know what I mean? A person, that's working 9 to 5 with some 401ks, some benefits, some insurance. They calculate. You stop and you think about it. Time they get in their 62, you can draw that unemployment. You can draw that Social Security, and then okay, now watch. 9% you probably get. So what you put in, maybe 500. So just say 500 to 1,000 or 1,200, right? Depending on what you did. Some make pictures more than that, but I'm just gonna keep these numbers very simple. All right. So now you at 30. We're putting this retirement in. Well, my time is gonna go in because I bought a ticket for a low price and I receive a $500,000. I'll put this in my box, and so I can save it, so I can retire at a um, good life to live. A lot of folk can live off of $500,000 for the rest of their lives. If you invest right, you put things right, you pay things off, and you don't have anything but just the very minimal light bill, trash bill, cable bill, phone bill. That's very got to be very less expensive because we're trying to keep the same lifestyle for our retirement. So just say that you get 70 and you want to live until uh, uh, you want to retire. Okay, let's do that. Makes more sense. Thank you. Thank you. Thoughts. Because if you retire at 70 and you live to 80, that's only 10 years. You got to enjoy that half a million. So really, retirement is at 63. Or now I heard somebody say it was 65. All right, so this saves at 65. And now we're going to take that million that we saved in the box. We're talking about wealth. We're talking about generator wealth. Money made every day or every hour, every second. You are creating something off of what you invest later. And if you do what I teach you, to buy small and get a high return. Okay, whatever you do, you go into something where it's a firm or it's an investment into something, and they want you to put five in, and they say within the next within a year, you can double that. You can make 500. You can make. I'm just saying 500. You can make $50 off of it a month for the rest of your life. Well, that'll be a good investment because when you look at 10 years, you would make your investment back. Then you're making your residual. $50 not a lot of money, but it is become a residual. Every month you receive that $50. You took an investment for 500. You take 10 years, and a year, and then you take that investment. So it's numerous ways that you invest, but you always look for the return. Whether it be percentage, whether it be a lump sum, whether it be quarterly, however you want to make sure you map your way that you reach the goals that you want to reach after retirement at 60. So whatever you do now, so if you get it in 50, and then you need to retire by 60, that's 10 years. Is that impossible to do it? Yes, it is. If you invest right and you invest every day according to what you want to do and according to what you want to reach and according to what you want to save, then that's what you need to work on now. A younger person that's watching me and listen to me, it is good to start when you're younger because then what happens is you don't need a myself. All right, okay, here we go. I'm 61. I want to retire. I want to retire and live a good life. You know what I mean? I think I'm maybe uh, I'm at a good part of my life right now, so my bills ain't too much expensive to what it was when I had all the kids in the house. Let me just throw a number. Maybe I think we are living about maybe 2,000 a month. All right, and so if we're living 2,000 a month, um, yeah, we're 2,000 a month, and we do that for 12 months. Now look at the point. So I'm trying to calculate it. Nowhere near to me. I'm looking for my pencils, and I'm trying to calculate that digit in your head, and so I can give you what 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 we are doing is uh, so what we're doing is if we take it, so we say okay, we 20, it should be 22,000 if I figured that right. Um, Again, if I'm off a little couple numbers, don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my mind. I'm trying to talk and think and don't have nothing here so I can put numbers, facts, so we can know. So to say 20, yes, so when you look at that, you look at, I said 2000, and we got 12 months in a year. And so you take, uh, that would be 24,000 a year. Now, because I'm adding up now, I got it. So 24,000 a year, my bills is, and so I need to find something that I invest, and I need to put the 2,000 needs to be a residual income for me for uh, 60, and I'm hoping to live. Uh, I hope to live 30 more years, 90. So if I do that, that means whatever I invested in, I know I need to make 24,000 a year because my bills are 2,000 a month. So if I don't invest in something to give me that return, then guess what? I'm gonna be going out getting a job because my income is that I'm bringing in is not enough to take care of the responsibility that I have. So wherever you at, wherever you uh, looking to do, remember, take your age, take your time you want to live, and then look at how much you're making now. Add that all up, get that number. Say I need this after I turn 60 because I want to retire, and then make some adjustments so you can start your generational wealth. And so when you do that, then things will start taking place at a good time and a good rate. But if you don't start somewhere, 60 gonna come on you, and there's no retirement. Your benefit, if you got 401k, if your benefit you have some kind of pension that you're gonna get after you turn 60, or you didn't put nothing in Social Security, so you ain't gonna get that percentage of Social Security. But I'm saying if Social Security stops or they get rid of Social Security, this that happens, and they do, what you gonna do? Because we didn't build no residual income. We built what we can get today and not what we can have for tomorrow. We need to base. I hope you're listening to me. I'm hoping you're getting this in your mind. You have to do something for a return for later. Do not take today and hope you're going to make it tomorrow without a plan. What you do today, make sure you're taking care for whatever you're going to do in your future to live the style you want to. So here it is. This is my plan. This is where I'm at. This is why I dodged into real estate. This is where I found uh, my wealth, and my generating wealth is coming in that state because what I want to do is live a comfortable life. I want to still drive around my BMW. I still want to live and dress in nice clothes. I still want to live in a nice home. And so all that, and then as I say, upgrade up. Remember too, if you bought a home, you still got to do your upgrades to the house. You still got to tend to it. You just can't say, "Well, I bought the house and I never have to do anything else to it." You still got to put money away because you want to do uh, maybe paint, maybe fix, upgrade the house a little bit more. You know, and it's something that's hit me, and I really want to do a series on that. Something when I say that when you pay your house off, or if you do have a current mortgage, you want to make sure you pay it enough so when you turn to age. I'm gonna give us some points of what we need to do if we do buy a house now. When you at the age of 40, 20, what I mean. I need to tell you, how to invest, how to pour equity out, when to pour equity out, when to refinance. I think I really, because I talked to a lot of people on this, and some people have refinanced at a bad. bad way. Sometimes we don't get the understanding of why it's important to allow to the mortgage that you uh, purchase and on that house, and to make it become a great purchase and make it become a great asset, great need for you later. Um, so I would gratefully like to share with you, and then everything I give you, I'm getting ready. We're getting ready to change some things in the real side part of the WC Property Investment LLC, because we want to guard our information. Um, so a lot of things I'm gonna share a little bit with you, you know, on Let's Build Wealth. But for you to get deep or come a part of what I'm doing, and I know you've done seen it. You know, it's, that phone number can still reach out. It is talking about the power of God's broadcast TV network. Uh, how you can be a part of that, and you can pay $13 a week for the rate I charge to have your business, your church, your music to be aired on TV 7 days a week. So that's another way that you can, reach out to us. But also use that same phone number, and that you that want to be a part of my investment team. People that want to be a part of what I do on the investment side to create our wealth. I have a great system. Been doing a system for uh, a little some time. It's been about 4 years that we've been building our real estate portfolio. We're doing really good in that. Um, to a couple of years, it has been one of the awesome years of my life in building generational wealth. We're in parts of trying to buy apartment complex. We're in the process of trying to buy raw land, a lot of it to build apartment complexes or a community inside a community, create that, because we're creating wealth for our generation. The Bible says a good man leaves in heaven for his children. So I teach really powerful how to build generational wealth for you and your family. So we're going to be allow you to be a part of that. Some of you might come in and want to be an investor with me. We're going to have another area of being partners. You know what I mean? I'm working on it. We're not going to say too much on it today in this session because my time is about up, and I just wanted to bring you a thought of how to build your wealth, how to get into something. And I go back to, I ain't forgot, where if you do put that 50,000, half a million into a box and don't invest no more, but the investment you put in with the ticket, you generate a ton of money off of that ticket that was maybe $20, $50. But if you did, I said a lottery because a lottery is the only thing you can get in, pay that small investment, very small, and get a good return off of that investment. And I applaud anybody that have done that. I have seen it, and but I know there's other things out here that you can pay, with $20 and they put your name into. I think it's sweepstakes, something like that. You put your name in something and generate, you might can win, a million, half a million off of a sweepstake. Some of things like that, winning the prizes and stuff off of, buying a magazine. I've done it. That's why I know a little bit about it, but it's not really something that you can go home and tell mom about. But this is something that you have to look at what you want to do. So today's uh, series is, and today's talk was, know what you want so you know what to invest in for your future. And if you start using your mind, start putting it to work, start putting some things together, and getting that results a lot more faster, a lot more sooner than not doing nothing. So if you've done that, let me let you know this and give me a couple more minutes before I leave you. If you've done that, remember you want it at age 30 is what we started at. 30 years, you're gonna retire. But that half a million sitting in that box. It is not increasing what you made and what you won. It was the half a million that's in that box. When you turn 30 more years to 60 to retire, guess how much money you gonna make? Bam! Somebody answered the question before I even say it. Yes, you're only gonna have what you put in the box. If you put a half a million, that's all you're gonna have. What if you did this? Real quickly, because we're talking about generational wealth. Wealth creates at a time, at a time, at a day, at a year, at a month. It keeps creating. What is the 500? It's the generational wealth. Because guess what's going to happen? If you have put something in and they said for the next 5 years, you're going to make $500. You take that. And if the 500, if it came to 6,000 uh, a year out of 500, you just times that by 30, and look just at the masses of money that you had made. You had made off half a million just by taking what you saved in a box, which it generated nothing. It's the same way, and some of you might not like what I'm going to say, but I'm going to give it to you because I want us to understand the importance on wealth. It's importance of generating money from different avenues or different streams of income that you have vested in, and that time will keep inducing. I don't care how you look at it. You start, you plant, it will bring an increase. Farmer, I love to talk about that farmer. You plant a seed, you wait for his harvest to come. You know it's going to come. The crop must grow. You cannot place something in and don't return anything. His return is what he put in the ground. And the seed will produce one day because the seed will come from the ground. It is what God has created and made for us for our lifetime. Not just one deal. For life. He said, let every seed produces after its own kind. That means take an apple, cut the apple. In there is a what? Seed. Cut another apple open. What you gonna get? A seed. It produces after its own kind. It gonna keep creating, creating. God have intended us to live the same way. It will continue to keep creating in our lives. So do not say I'm gonna put 100,000 in the bank and I will be a millionaire in another 5 years. It will never happen unless you put it in an investment to bring a return off of your money. Listen to me. Get the money into a place where it can turn the seeds. A seed reduces a seed. Get that in your head. It produces. So I put my money in something and let my money reduce. It's why I am so uh, forward on this. That real estate is one of the most keys of making money over money. Time over time, day over day, year over year. It don't never stop. If you invest it right, and you keep planting that home in the right place where you bought it and you rent it out, or you bought it and you put A and B in it. If you bought it and you leased it, if you bought it and put a business in it, do listen to what I'm saying. Keep that money coming. You pay for it, and you allow the person that lives in it to pay it off for you. You can then live debt free from that house. One house. We're not going to talk about 10. That's another series that never talk. That's why it's important. Everybody gonna need somewhere to stay. There are babies are made, tens of thousands in this world are made on a regular basis. And let me tell you, the world is always going to keep growing. Somebody gonna always need a house. Somebody always want to upgrade to another better house. Some people want to live out of the city into the country, which we did. So listen, life is always going to be awesome if you keep staying with the trends in real estate and the markets of this life. Not basic off of what man theory is and what he tells us that we are in a bad, distant time. We're in a very crisis time. We're in a very desperate time. I'm gonna say this, and after this, we got to go, and I hope I see you next Tuesday at 10 o'clock and have time with, Wayne Foster, and let's build well. But understand this: they told us decades that we're gonna crash. The world gonna crash. They make enough money, or the stock market is crashing. The all have crashed. We have all this. The real estate market crashed. I'm gonna throw it in because it said it. But if you do it right, it will never crash. Because somebody always gonna need somewhere to stay. That's the bottom line. You don't need a car. You can survive without a car, but it is sometimes it's hard to survive without a covering of a home. You're gonna always need that. You, your kids, your grandkids, your great-great-grandkids need somewhere. I know you saying it with me. Gonna stay. It's our ability is to make them live in a affordable living place. Is what we building. We're not building a rich home, affordable. So that means anybody can buy our houses that's on an income of $30,000 or $20,000. We're gonna make it so affordable that they can stay there. Why? Because that'll help change the mindset of people that you don't have to live poor and broke. You don't have to live just getting by. But there's some things that we can put in order and put in plan and put in things in respectful place and watch it start growing for us at a time. Gotta go. I'll come back next Tuesday. We're gonna talk about position ourselves, man. Putting ourselves in the right place so we can receive something for our generations. I don't want our generations learn how to sell drugs and alcohol and different things that's killing our bodies at a slow pace. You know what I mean? We have enough of us of it destroying our lives. Come on, let's wake up and let's realize that we gotta put something in to get something out. If we keep living dirty, dirt never brings anything clean. You gotta come from dirt to clean. So what we got to realize to clean our life, we done things. Yes, it was dirty. We done things and we made fast money. I've been there, done that. But it's not a life to live. Some people made good out of it. Some people got out the game and took what they made, invested, and they doing wealthy today. That's good. But all of us that do that ain't gonna make it. I say this: all of us ain't gonna be a basketball star, a football star, a baseball. We all want our kids to do that, but teach them other things that they can survive and live in if they don't make it to the M&S. or whatever they call that. You see, I ain't a sportsman. That's why I might be kicking y'all right now. But I'm not saying you can make something great out of yourself and then looking and nothing against it. I have seen somebody I know that made great in basketball, football, but that's not for everybody. Everybody they're looking to go out there and make it great in the ball or in the football or in the sports line and make millions out of their, yes, I know football players make $1 million a year, one season. You know what I mean? Too. You know what I mean? The baseball, this is crazy what they make, but everybody's not gonna be there. Yeah, you said it right. Everybody's not gonna hit real estate, Mr. Foster. You're right. But what I'm saying is that what we got to do is find something that brings us our what? Wealth. It's all we talking about is how to build wealth. You don't get nothing else. What I said today is do something today to generate your wealth for later. I'm gone. I hope you enjoy this subject today of talking about how that we build generates wealth at time. What we must do today, take care for tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Be safe out there. Look around. Share this with somebody that you know that is in a mind of thinking of what to do and where to go. I say, please reach out to the number that's been on the bottom of the screen. Get in contact with us. Make a change in your life. You have a blessed day.